Section 44 of A Guidebook of Art, Architecture, and Historic Interests in Pennsylvania, edited by Margaretta Archambault. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Read by Tatiana Chichilla, Clearfield County. Formed March 26, 1804, named by the first settlers from a cleared field in the forest made by the Indians, site of Chingleclamuch's old town, said to have been the most considerable Indian village on the upper west branch of the Susquehanna, now Clearfield Borough. The whole county is a continuous prospect of intensely picturesque scenery, surface mountainous, with ranges broken into innumerable irregular spurs indented by streams. From many hilltops views of the greater part of the county may be seen. The Knobs, its loftiest summit, is constantly in view, and the intermediate country, a panorama of natural beauty, ever-changing in atmospheric effects. All the creeks, tributaries of the west branch of the Susquehanna, have scenery which beggars description, a veritable feast for the painter, poet, and romancer. Moshannon and Clearfield creeks had their beaver dams. Up Anderson's Creek, on the old Milesburg and LaBeouf Road, opened prior to 1802, a detachment of regulars marched against the British at Lake Erie in the War of 1812. Important Indian trails traverse this country, crossing the headwaters of Clearfield Creek, Chest Creek, near Hart's Sleeping Place, and the West Branch at Canoe Place. Another ran from Bald Eagle Creek where Marsh Creek empties, in Blair County, going west across Moshannon and Clearfield Creeks to Chingleclamuch. This was also called the Trader's Path. None of the present roads are made upon the Indian trails. A mortar-shaped stone has been located about 5 miles east of Clearfield on the state highway, and has been marked by local Daughters of the American Revolution as site of an Indian mill for grinding corn. Early settlers were mostly from older eastern counties. These were followed by Germans, Irish, Scotch-Irish, and French. Chief industry the mining of bituminous coal. In 1828, Peter Carthus arrived in Harrisburg with 6 arks, laden with bituminous coal from his mines in this county. It was exhibited in front of the Capitol. Not until about 1870 did the industry begin to assume any great magnitude. Today the yearly output aggregates millions of tons, and the lower measures are not yet developed. Peter Carthus also started the iron industry, near Carthus, but it was short-lived. Here, it is said, the first successful attempt was made in Pennsylvania to smelt iron by means of bituminous coal. Other important industries are vitrified brick, drain tile, and tanning. Clearfield, county seat, population 8,529, on land owned by Abraham Whitmer, laid out 1805 in regular squares like Philadelphia. Streets running east and west are named, those north and south numbered. 2 small parks were reserved along the west branch. Principal buildings are scattered. Courthouse, brick, Romanesque, built in 1860. Architects, Cleveland and Bacchus. Contains portraits of former judges, among them Honorable John Holden Orvis. It is located in center of the original plan of the borough. Near are most of the churches, of which the Trinity Methodist Episcopal, Romanesque, and St. Francis's Roman Catholic, Gothic, may be mentioned for architecture. The high school is well lighted and of best school construction. Each of the principal towns of this county has its high school. Prominent men of Clearfield were Honorable William Bigler, State Governor, and Honorable William A. Wallace, United States Senator. They are buried in Hillcrest Cemetery. A monument to Governor Bigler was erected by the state. End of section 44.